My name is Jeremy Smith. I am currently in excruciating pain, so I'm stuck to this chair. Um, However, I am briefly doing a speech on the tornadoes of last school year. Um, Today, I will be talking to you about my sister Kimberly Bird's experience with the tornadoes, how me and my family felt with her being back in Huntsville, and also going into this end of the semester, how I feel about the up and coming weather. First, I'd like to start with a quote by Marcel Proust. It says, "A change in the weather is sufficient to recreate the world and ourselves." Well, I'd first like to start with my sister's experience. Kimberly Bird, my sister, went to Oakwood for 4 years. She's a recent graduate, summa cum laude. She graduated top of her class in the social work department. She was attempting to graduate this past school year, and towards the end of the school year, the Huntsville, Alabama area suffered some terrible tornadoes and bad weather. According to her, she claimed that the Wednesday of the tornadoes, when they began, it started off as bad weather, as Huntsville is accustomed to. And she said that it progressively got worse, and eventually, by the end of that week, towards Saturday, people were leaving. They were, calling home. People were just very distraught about the weather because they started to hear that more damage was happening, and people started to leave. And she said that it wasn't so much that houses were being torn apart, although that was very tragic. She said that one of the most depressing things about the bad weather was that people were leaving and they weren't getting the end of their senior experience, and people were leaving their friends and things of that nature. And it was just a very traumatic time. Moving on towards my own personal point of view as well as my family's, we were also very distraught being back home. I'm from Chicago, Illinois, and that is miles and miles away, about 11 to 12 hours from here. And being so far away from my sister, it was very traumatic for me because I could not wrap my mind around what could be going on with all the tornadoes, and with Katrina only happening a few years before. I could not deal with losing my sister, so the thought had not even crossed my mind. However, I was still feeling very, distraught about her being down here, and my family would spend time praying, and the church, our home church back in Chicago, was constantly praying for our family and for the rest of our friends who were also graduating from Oakwood University, and the friends of ours who were attending the school at the time. Steadily keeping in touch, however, we were comforted in knowing that she was okay, that she was alive, that none of her friends were severely injured, and things of that nature. Moving on into the rest of this semester, today marks the this week, sorry, excuse me, marks the end of the semester and as finals, and I will also be attending my cousin Jason Garnett's graduation. And I'm hoping now that I'm here, a student here, that we will not have to suffer through the same ordeal because of the things I've been going through with my family this past semester. It would just not be it would not be healthy for my stress levels and things of that nature, as I'm trying to deal with my first year of college, to also be having to worry about the weather and things of that nature. So I'm looking forward to finishing off this semester with a bang, and I'm looking forward to not having to deal with heavy weather. This has been my speech. I have touched on my sister's point of view, my own personal, and my family's point of view, and moving forward in this semester. Thank you for your time.